A lot of people want to start a fashion brand fast, but the reality is with traditional manufacturing methods, designing your own products takes months. In this video though, I want to share with you a different method that allows you to get products for sale within just a couple weeks. If you're new around here, hi, I'm Vicky, founder of The Fashion Business Coach, and I help small and startup fashion brands to launch and scale successfully. You're watching one of my free weekly videos in which I'll share some fashion industry insights or tips or answer a question that someone in the community has asked. If you've got a question, make sure that you pop it in the comments below. That's how I create a lot of this content, how I come up with the ideas, simply by asking things that you want to know the answers to. If you're not following along or subscribing already, depending on the channel that you're watching on, make sure that you do so that you can catch our new video each week. So today's topic is basically how to start a fashion brand fast. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that there's a lot of steps involved with manufacturing product, designing it from scratch, and typically it can take anywhere between sort of 6 to 12 months. Even the big brands that I work with who already have established supply chains and have a lot of cash to spend, they'll still work on average about 8 months in advance. So if you're sat there thinking, well, you know, I want to get stuff ready for the holidays, take advantage of that busy November, December period, it's going to be too late for you. So what I want to tell you about is a different method that you could consider using. Now, being upfront, it's not as flexible as creating your own products from scratch. So if you're somebody who's got something super specific in mind, maybe you want to cater to people who are super tall like me, or who are petite, or who have some kind of specific measurement requirement, some kind of specific product requirement, this method isn't going to be for you. So you are going to need to go down that custom manufacture route. I've got a lot of videos on those topics, but unfortunately it is something that's going to take you some time. For anybody else watching, basically what this method does is you'll buy existing products from suppliers and then you'll be able to customize them with your own print design. So that could be a print all over the particular design, top, legging, swimsuit, whatever you want it to be, or it could just be something specific like a logo, for instance, you could have on a t-shirt. So there's different ways that you can do this. The good thing about this is you can actually get going super cheap compared to how much it costs to have your custom designs made from scratch. To put it into perspective, and it's really hard for me to give numbers because everybody's situation is so different, but the kind of general rule of thumb I follow, if you have less than £2,000 or dollars or euros, I don't usually recommend doing custom manufacture because I think it's going to be a little bit too tight for you to get where you want to be. So if you're thinking, okay, I have less than 2K, then I would definitely consider this method, even if you just use it as a starting point. Lots of my clients have done this. They'll use this method first and then use that to get products quickly, start making sales, and then use the money they earn to fund their custom production. As well, it takes a lot of the time pressure off because they're earning money pretty much straight away, so they're not having to kind of fund the business themselves for the 8 months or whatever it is until they get their custom products designed. So how does it work? There are companies out there who sell these blank products. There's a lot available, but generally they're kind of generic items. So, you know, like a classic t-shirt, a sweatshirt, leggings you can get, like sports bras, you can get swimwear, you can get some dresses, like basic dresses, and they're usually made out of stretchy fabrics. It's not very often that you see this kind of product with a non-stretch fabric, and that's simply because it's so much more forgiving with the fit. If it's got stretch in it, you can cater to a lot more people, and the returns rate is a lot less usually because of that reason. It's more flexible. So what we can do is we can go to these companies, we can tell them this is the print that I want on my design, or this is the logo, and they'll make that for you. The amazing thing about this method and why it's so much cheaper than going with the custom manufacture route is because they'll create just one for you. Usually when you work with a factory on your custom designs, they'll have a minimum order quantity. This is usually very high. A lot of the places I work with, their minimum order is about 300 pieces. Sometimes you can get 50 pieces, sometimes it's 3,000 pieces. There's always this minimum order quantity with custom orders. With this, what I call quick launch method, there is no minimum order quantity. So you can just order one item to test it out. You can just order one to have as a sample for your photo shoot or for you to try out. You don't have these big costs associated with starting up. And because of that, that's why this method allowed a lot of my clients to start for just a few £100 or dollars, depending on whereabouts you are, euros, whatever. So if you're on a budget or you want to start quickly, this is the best method for you to choose. So I wouldn't be going down that custom manufacture route right now. I would choose products that are already in stock that you can customize. If this sounds good and like something that you want to learn more about, this is exactly what I'm going to be teaching in our very first month of the Fashion Business membership. I've got a whole masterclass on this topic, so going from the very first steps up to having your products ready and for sale. What I'm going to do as well is give you the links to the suppliers, and so basically all you need to do is pick your products and away you go. I'd love to help you get set up. As well as the masterclass, you also get 2 live calls with me, so we can go through any questions that people have and make sure that you're in a position at the end of the month to have your products ready for sale. The membership is cancel anytime, so you could just stay for this 1 month, this one training if you want. But in future months, we're going to be talking about things like marketing, how to have a website that actually converts people to buy rather than just think, oh, that looks nice, I won't buy anything. So we want to make sure that we're getting your products in. That's the very first month that we're going to be talking about, but also then how we can actually get customers and sell and all that good stuff. You're going to get a lot of support because, as I say, we have these live Q&As and we have a whole community where you can help each other out. We can cross promote. I'm going to be promoting people's businesses on my channels as well, and basically helping you to go from wherever you are now, whether that's brand new, not done anything, or whether you've actually launched but you're not seeing the sales and results that you want to. I want to get you to where you want to be. We've got a really great offer on at the moment for the membership. This is the first time we're releasing it, and I really want to reward those of you who take the leap, invest in your business, and you're going to be really surprised, I think, when you see the price of everything that's included. So I'm going to link to the membership below. If you have any questions on it, feel free to email me at contact@thefashionbusinesscoach.com or leave your question in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.